This video is post-delivery for sound. So when you deliver your final edit, your lock cut to your ADR or Foley engineer, and also delivery for sound mix. So we are going to take a quick look at this basic edit I have here in Media Composer. And you see here that my starting time is at 1 hour and it's in Timecode. What we're gonna do, we're gonna add a few things in here. First, I want to just quickly give you the specs for delivery to an Avid HD system. Ideally, you want to use a QuickTime wrapper. On Avid's website, they do highly recommend the DNX HD or an Apple ProRes codec. When you use Apple ProRes, however, please make sure it's a proxy codec. Anything above that will be way too big. The file's going to come out really large. Also, we want a timecode burn-in. I'm going to show you how to do this in Media Composer. The video, meaning the start of your video, in this case, should be at 1 hour, right? And then we're going to add a 2-pop. So what we're going to do in this video is add a filler frame, which is black, with a 2-pop at 59 minutes, 58 seconds, 0 frames. Also, you need to add an end pop, and that is at the editor's discretion. There's no specific point. Clearly, when you're finished with a film, you add an end pop. The pop needs to be a 1K tone. Also for delivery, our audio is at 48 kilohertz, 24 bits. And we also want to add the 2-pop on each audio channel, on each audio stream. So in case one of the tracks is not there, we have that 2-pop on each one, right? And when we also deliver this to our engineer or our audio mix person, you want to give them an AAF, or an OMF, and also you probably want to deliver a QuickTime reference for them. And that's also why it's important to have the 2-pop, because sometimes things can drift. You just want to have a reference to refer back to. So what we're going to start with now is we need to add filler here. We need to create filler, and we need to make then this starting point here to be before. So what we're going to do is add 6 seconds of filler, create a 2-pop, and then the film starts. So what we're going to do is still have our starting point here. However, we need to go into the record window here, right? And we need to get into sequence report here. Here you get the sequence and what we have. So our starting time code in this case, we're going to push it. We're going to change it to 59. And then 54. This gives us a 6-second spot before. And this here is your frames. So we're not going to mess with that. So I'm going to apply the change. And that's it. Now you see everything starts now at 4 seconds, but remember we're going to add in the filler. So what I'm going to do here is load a filler here, and we're going to do an in. What I'm going to do here is add this filler to my entire sequence. So what I'm doing is I'm going to splice in 6 seconds of filler. So I'm pressing splice in or hitting V, and now my starting point of the clip is currently at, of the film, is at the correct time code here. This is now my start with my 6 seconds of filler. What I also want to do is create a new video track which is going to contain my burn-in timecode. So what I have to do then is do a new video track, new video track. If you like shortcuts, you can do Command Y, and now we have a new video track here. In this layer here, and when I go into up here on the project window, the fourth tab here is my effects tab, and I go to my generator, and here I have a timecode burn-in. That's what I need to use, and I'm going to place that into this track. Now I have a timecode burn-in here. You see, you can go frame by frame, and that's my starting point. I also want to adjust this timecode a little bit in my effects mode over here. I'm going to make the adjustments so this is a little easier to see or read. I'm going to click on that, and here's my timecode burn-in. If I go to appearance, I'm going to change the text here. First, I'm going to move it to the middle a little bit and up slightly. Oh, sorry. And I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. And I think that is good. Now I have 6 seconds of filler with timecode in my record, and my starting point is exactly at 1 hour. Next, I'm going to generate a 1 kilohertz tone. That is my 2-pop. And I'm also going to generate a flash, number 2 flash. So what we're going to do is go into my audio tools window. So to get to my audio tools, I can hit Command 1, or in my tools, audio tools right here. I see this. I can click right here, and I get the options. In this case, I'm going to create tone media. It's asking you tone media frequency in hertz, 1000, that's correct. Tone media length in seconds. Well, I just need 1 frame. Actually, let me do this according to the tracks that I have. Let's do 3. Make sure you check this too. It might be better sometimes just to create a single mono track. So I'm going to do 1 second. It's going to ask you the target bin and where you're putting this, and what drive, the target drive. I'm going to do OK. And then if I check my bin, I should see my tone. I'm going to load it into. Okay. I am going to just need a 1 frame reference. This needs to be in my timeline exactly here at 59, 58. It's gonna occupy on, it's gonna be placed in on all 3 of my tracks. That's why I created a 3-track 2-pop. I want to overwrite this sequence. So I'm going to select the 3 audio tracks here. You see this is my source window. Whatever is in this side is my source window. This is my timeline. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to overwrite or hit B on my keyboard. That is going to input a tone right here. It's going to look like this. And there you go. Now we have a 1 kilohertz tone. When I play it, it's going to sound like that. Okay. And it is stretching over 2 frames. You can do 1 as well. In this case, we're doing 2. And still, my starting frame is right there. This is the start of my film. So I have 2 pop, start of my film. Next, we're going to do a card. I'm going to use the title tool for this. So I'm going to go into a new title. This is Media Composer 8.6.5. Then you have a new title here in Clip. So I'm going to click on that, new title. It's going to open the title tool application. And I am indeed going to say that I want it to be a title tool. It's a very basic setup. What I'm going to generate here is a background of a white flash. So I go to background here. Let me show you that again. Inside here, you see this little BG, and you click on this background color here, and you can select the color. What I did was, instead of black or video, I selected to have the background color white. And then I'm going to create a text and a 2 in the middle there. Now, right now, that's 2 is a there. And I'm going to make it nice and big. And we can do whatever font. And I'm going to put it in the middle. Maybe even a little bigger. Fill up the whole screen. That's kind of basic. It's a 2. It fills up the whole screen. I need this to correspond with my 2 pop in the front. Then I'm going to save this. Save title as. Title name. 2 pop example. Where do you want to save it? To my thesis hard drive. Resolution is whatever resolution your project is. And I'm going to hit save. And it's going to create this 2 pop right here. I want to insert this 2 pop only on the video 1 there. And I want a single frame of it. Put that right on top. I'm going to hit overwrite. And now we have something like this. Right there we have a 2. And everyone is happy. And you see my start time is still there. What you can do is make a mistake and insert this 2 pop with an splicing. That means you push everything. So please don't do that. Make sure you are always starting here. And you have 6 seconds of filler. So you have 54, 55, 56, 57, and pop. And that's the start of my movie. If you were to go to the end, you would do the same thing. You would add filler to the end and create an end pop.